skinned women.
that has said this
stop
before.
it. No.
Dark-skinned women, dark-skinned women propel this colorism shit in the black community. This is the reason why the racist.
Are you losing? You ain't got a coffee, nigga.
And welcome back to the Vibe with Big Heavy Podcast. It's your boy Big Heavy, and today I got another reaction video. It's my boy JP for president, J Prince for president to be exact. This dude is a real character. He's very entertaining. I don't have nothing against this guy, but he constantly give us content. Today we're going to be talking about, is the black race giving up on their own kind? Let's see what's going on.
First black president. Dum, 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 dum.
If somebody would fill me in on how we got the black holes and the
we got the black holes because
let me tell you how
they don't want to admit Will Smith was that nigga.
All black women.
We got the black holes because
all black women are the devil.
Fucked us up.
See, JP don't like for nobody cutting him off when he trying to get his point across. So with all them talking, I'm quite sure JP finna explode. But let's see what he got to say about the black women in the black community. Let's go.
They perpetuate this colorism shit, and they don't want to admit they constantly saying black men been bashing just because we've been on social media. If you look up the definition of bash,
fogged up the
black men
goddamn
is not
microphone.
bashing black women. Now, vice versa, yes, they are bashing us, and they've been bashing us way before fucking social media. And then they got the nerve to call us leaders. Bitch, you trade our leadership for the government in 65. I don't give a fuck how many. I don't give a fuck how many.
Okay, now he talking about the welfare program. Mr. President, for some reason, feel that the white man kicked the black fathers out the house with welfare, and that's the reason why single mothers raise so many boys that he claims to not be shit out here. He blame everything on the black woman, but let's see where he going.
Trying to bail you off your responsibility. Ho, you fucked us up.
Bro, what?
I didn't even talk to you like that. That black women in general needs to be talked to like this. They do. They don't deserve no motherfucking respect. How the fuck you deserve some motherfucking respect when the whole black race, you sit up there and kick niggas out?
What the fuck happened?
You fucked up the black community. You sold us out for some material shit. You sold us out. The black bitch sold us the fuck out.
And they should have.
That's what they did.
They
don't deserve no motherfucking respect. The fuck is y'all talking about?
If you can't provide, you don't
need them. Treat these hoes the way we treat them.
A man who can't provide don't deserve no respect.
Maybe we would have had daddy. You kept the daddy in your home. You would learn how to treat
the rap, bro, because you're not going to stand on that.
You kept the daddies in the home. We would learn how to treat you better.
Now, all this daddy in the home shit. Well, fathers was in the home. Fathers just couldn't be in home on paper. Fathers was there, but they allowed their women to receive welfare to try to get the step ahead. Fathers wasn't working. Fathers wasn't doing what they had to do. So, of course, the woman will not put them on the lease to the apartment or the home so that they can get help from welfare, because if not, them and the kids are homeless. Let's go.
But you didn't. You thought you could be a nigga and a bitch. And that's why y'all getting the shit beat out y'all, because you ain't no motherfucking nigga. Oh, stay in your motherfucking lane. Shut the fuck up.
Exclusively on J Prince's channel, early in the morning.
Who's getting the shit?
7:30 in the morning. JP.
You need to go get some help for that, sir.
Yeah, I know what's wrong with me. I was raised by a black bitch.
Well, hey, that's your problem. That sounds personal.
Now, this is kind of sad, though, because he just called his mother a black B. His mother has passed away. His mother is no longer here. His mother is deceased. How can you look down on your mother like that for taking on the responsibility that your daddy didn't want to stand up to? The black community, let's go.
That's all black men problem. They was raised by a stupid,
Hey, JP.
retarded, mentally retarded black bitches.
Damn,
Bro, you didn't just went
that's how you
full
feel
Tommy
about
it,
Sotomayor.
JP?
You done
my
went
cousin.
full Tommy Sotomayor 2015 this morning, bro. God damn. I ain't heard that
Damn.
many black bitches since
What a
Tommy.
moron.
All our mamas
Hey,
was
JP.
retarded?
No, they got me upset
all-
because
we
they always try to remove. They always try to remove who fucked us up. I hate when they be doing that
I'm not
shit.
fucked
If we're gonna have a real conversation, let's have it real on both ends. Stop trying to make it seem like you just this good black bitch. You fucked us up.
Check this out. All this blaming somebody else for your problems, talking about somebody else destroyed your life because you feel like your father was gone, that seemed like daddy issues. And to keep it real, I never really heard of men having daddy issues. It's always the girls. Let's see where this go.
They got a nerve to call us leaders. How the fuck you gonna call us leaders when we weren't even raised by no leaders because y'all cast us in. Y'all choose the black bitch.
Cashed us
chose
in, bro.
the black bitch
Bro, what you
chose
talking about? They
material
cashed us
shit
in.
over
What
families.
you mean?
Right.
The fuck you
So
mean?
y'all
Like,
weren't
they
What
providing.
the hell
You
did
should
you
kick out
say
a
to
woman
that
that was
PhD?
Niggas
providing.
said they took us to the check cash.
God
You
damn.
wouldn't kick out her
they cast us
providing
in when they
man.
did welfare. They cast us
They
in to
traded
be
in.
independent of black man leadership.
Then you
But
should
now
provide for your
every time
family.
they want to talk
How are
about
you
we
a leader when
leaders,
you need
is
another
when we
group of
gotta
men
be
to
their
provide for
toilet
your
so they can
children,
take the
to
shit
put
on
food
us.
on your children's table, to put a roof over your children's head? You ain't no leader if you need another group of men to take care of your ass.
See, she's spitting facts, but I don't think JP gonna like that.
You begging
You
other
ain't
groups of
neither.
men for fucking
You
jobs.
ain't neither.
You're not a fucking leader.
Thank you, Diva.
Why the fuck you them bitches
You're
giving
a
up
fucking
babies then?
dependent, just like the
them
women and
niggas would fight
children
that.
are. You're
Wait a minute,
dependent, just
wait a
like
minute.
the women and children are. Stop it.
If them bitches
Damn.
felt like niggas like that, why the
Damn.
fuck they gave them babies then?
Now that, I don't know, because I would have stayed far
Well,
away.
I know, I can tell you
Right.
why. Because they seen kids as a fucking benefit when welfare came. The fuck
They
out
were
of here.
already
Hey,
having
JP,
kids
let me
who
ask
look like
JP something.
motherfuckers. They were
Let me ask
already
JP
Don't put them
something.
hoes on
who
a
look like
motherfucking pedestal.
motherfuckers
No, them
before
hoes, no,
welfare.
black bitches
Stop
fucked
it.
up the black race.
Stop it.
Don't you know?
I never
JP,
I
don't you know
for a
before?
fact black women fucked up our race.
Don't you know before
Y'all
that?
was already fucked up.
Most of the arguments that would be made to say the race was fucked up, I guarantee you they wouldn't fall back on women.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. Okay,
We can start the list right now, and I guarantee you that list will be longer on men's side, bro.
Right.
we don't know that.
Yes, we do.
I truly believe history repeats itself. And just as well as they sold us out in the 60s, they selling us out today. I truly believe that women...
Now, this the bull crap I be talking about. Now they say they sold us out in the 60s or whatever he talking about to welfare. But how is they selling us off now? What are black men really going through that is not their own self problem that they could blame the women for? I don't know. Let's see what JP going with this.
In order for the enemy to get close to us, I truly believe it was the black bitch who allowed the devils in.
Oh my God.
When I think about Africa, right? You see how they doing to them albinos? When you see how they doing, they cutting up, they trying to get rid of those albinos. And there's always black women, and there's always black women trying to save them albinos.
No, how do you know they're doing that in Africa, J. Prince?
The same reason why
They
you
used to
know
run them out of town.
everything else that you know.
No. How do you know they're doing that?
The same how that you know.
How is that?
Okay, we fuck it then. We all stupid then.
So you giving your...
Now, see, this the bullshit. It show you that people just get on these platforms and get these channels and just start talking. This man had the slightest idea of what he's talking about. He can't explain where he got his resources from. None of the above. How can you hold a conversation this deep about the black race and you have no education or knowledge on the topic? Let's go.
Power to a woman, right? So you gave your power to a woman.
We only
So you giving your power to a woman, right? So you mean black man? So what you saying? Black man is never was built to lead. So you gave your power to a woman.
No. We didn't give them shit. They took it.
No, a woman can't take nothing from a man.
A black woman went on our fucking team. I don't know what the fuck y'all thought. Black women haven't been on our team since the fucking 60s. So stop, just because that bitch is black, that don't mean that bitch is for you. She ain't for us. That black bitch ain't for us. That black bitch is for that white man and herself. That black bitch ain't for us. That black bitch is for that white man and her fucking self.
Now, black women is going to college, getting all these degrees. They got all these businesses and all this stuff. And these are stats. They done moved up in the ranks of the working class and everything, right? Why do he feel like they sold us out to the white man? I don't understand it. I don't know where he going. But let's see.
She didn't give a fuck about them black kids. She didn't give a fuck about no niggas. She used them kids to get benefits.
So what were black men doing when black men were getting kicked out of the home? What were they doing?
That black bitch haven't been for us.
Everybody, god damn.
What were black men doing to get kicked out of the home? So you tell me a woman just willingly kicked out a providing, able-bodied man, family man?
What was that black bitch doing? You act like you wasn't slaves in this motherfucker. You took the white man. You took the devil's gift. You took the devil's rewards and the devil came in with strategy. The devil came in with strategy and bought that black bitch from black men.
For how much?
That's what. And we are the children. We are the children of them black bitches. And that's why the black bitch, we don't respect them. We killing them. No. Hold on. This is the reason why the black men that was raised up under that act of when they first took, when they first shut us out. That's why they getting their karma back. We don't respect them. We beating them. We killing them. We murking them. We don't give a fuck about them. Bitch, that's your fucking karma.
First off, I care about my mama. I care about my wife. I care about every woman that was in my life or took care of me, especially my mother. I don't have no hatred for women. My mother raised me to be a solid grown man. She taught me everything I knew, and I promise you, I'm more of a man than these cats on this panel talking. Let's go.
It's been that way since the 1800s.
Now deal with it, bitch. That's what it is.
That was long before.
We need to tell a fucking truth.
And welfare shit, bro. It's been like that long before that.
Getting their motherfucking karma back.
No, bro. It's been like that long before that time you talking about. Like I don't
shook hands with the.
This dude condoning violence towards women, talking about that's why men beat women and all this. Far from the truth. Men are not just beating women like that. Of course, domestic violence happened, but we are not as a unit against black women. These are a bunch of dudes with hurt feelings who being hurt by women, and they lashing out, but they expect for other men and young boys who never been in a relationship or had a wife or children to listen to this and steer them away from even being with black women, but in the same time get mad when black women date out their race, but they either pushing young boys to date out their race or either not deal with women, period. You know what happens when you don't deal with women, period, as a man. Let's go.
History didn't start.
Made a deal with the devil. Black women made a deal with the devil.
No, bro,
so black women were supposed to struggle with y'all, instead of letting what a white man would have been able to provide that.
Right.
Yeah, white men wouldn't able to provide shit. White men sold their children.
In your race of men.
Man, chill out with the trigger shit, bro.
Jay, you wildin' right now.
So a house is
chill out with the trigger shit, man. White motherfuckers sold their fucking kids. White men sold they got.
All right, this is getting a little too deep. Once again, JP goes off. I'm on the story of Is black people giving up on themselves? Let's see. Finna get to another story. Now we finna get into one of the lamest cats on YouTube. He's known for beating down blacks, all blacks, women, men, children. Look at him. You see what he stands for. His name, Chaotic Truth. Let's see what this square talking about.
Back at it again. What's up? What's going on? Guys, happy Christmas Eve, guys. Give yourself a round of applause. Great, and I mean great topic for tonight. N-words versus blacks. N-words versus blacks, guys. As you all know, I personally identify as a black. I do not identify as a N-word, nor have I.
Now, first off, let's clear this up because I kind of understand where he's coming from, not with his rhetoric, but he's an immigrant. And most immigrants come over here don't like black folks, black Americans at all. They look at the white man as somebody who saved them from their country. So they look at them with the utmost respect and look down on us blacks. But let's see what he has to say.
I never have identified as an N-word. But tonight, guys, I want to give you I want to distinguish the two. I want to go over what is an N-word and what is a black. I want to make a clear definition, hopefully a codified definition tonight. So glad that you guys are here for my definition per se of what is a black. Dim Kids A's is in the house. What's up?
Now, you could tell how he acted and everything. You could tell where it's finna go. Now, I'm going to start off by saying I don't condone anything in this video. I'm just sitting here doing the reaction. So anyone who has a problem with it, hey, man, it is what it is.
Hear me out. Hear me out. And I'm also here because, in my opinion, I believe, and I've said this before my last, when I first started streaming, I used to always say this. I believe that the universe has given me a mission. And my mission is to embetter the black community. It's to embetter the black community. So many people have come, so many people have tried, so many people have failed, unfortunately. And where there is failure, there is a learning opportunity. And I'm going to tell you this, man. I hold no bars. Or is it strings? I don't know which one it is. But I don't pull any I don't sugarcoat anything. I don't pretend. I don't listen. I don't give any excuses. All black people are not the same. Just like Chris Rock said it 26 years ago, which I will play some of the video. He said that there are niggas and there are black people. And niggas have got to go. I'm going to tell you a story. I'm going to tell you many stories tonight of niggas. Blue Cousin, my best friend, who's always in the chat, known him since we were teenagers. We've been friends for 20 plus years. About 12 years ago, now he lives in the suburbs. Some little nigglets in training, about 15 years old. We heard this cracking outside of his front yard. It was like, clock, clock, clock. So we go out and look out the window, and it's about 14, 15-year-old boys. And they're kicking the tree that was just planted in front of Blue Cousin's front yard. Blue Cousin, if you're in the chat, just remind everybody. They were kicking the tree. So Blue Cousin says, hey, yo, what are y'all doing, man? What did the tree do to you? But by the time he has said that the little niggas in training, had already broke the tree. Now, we could have went out there and beat them with our bare hands. We could have went out there and beat them.
Now, this grown-ass man is talking about going and beating some kids because they black. About a tree. A tree, y'all. Let's go.
With an electrical cord. Some of you gotten beatings like that growing up as a kid. Keep it real. But yet and still, we remain peaceful. We remain peaceful. And to this day, when you drive down Blue Cousin Street, all the trees are 20, 30 feet high, except for his, because there's no tree there because the niggas destroyed it. Now, I say all this.
Okay, now this is the dumbest story ever. This is how you could tell these cats be just trying to find content and something to talk about. Now he talking about this punk ass tree. So why Blue Cousins didn't go cop another tree and replant it after he got into the incident with the kids? Blue, whatever his name was, wasn't worried about no tree. This is just a story for y'all to try to get some views and to talk down on the black community. Let's go.
Say, those were niggas in training. Now, where those boys are at today, I have no idea. But the reason why I say that those are niggas in training is because generally niggas destroy things. I've seen it my entire life. Blue Cousin lives in the suburbs. I've seen suburban areas allow Section 8 niggas to come in. What do Section 8 people do? They bring Section 8 culture. I would argue that those two little niggas in training, three little niggas in training, were some Section 8 kids bored out of their mind because it's the suburbs, because it's too much order, picked a random tree, a baby, I don't know the name of a baby tree. I'm pretty sure there's a scientific name for it. I didn't look it up. Decided to break the damn tree before it even blossomed. Now all the trees on the street are in, I'm assuming a tree that's 10 or 11 years old is a teenager in tree years. I don't know. You drive down the street, oh, there goes Blue Cousin's house. Because there ain't no tree there. Because niggas tore it up. Now, if we would have went out there and got the pummeling these three little bastards, we would have been in the penitentiary. We would have gotten a felonious assault charge. Why you beat up those kids? Why you beat up those kids? See, the neighborhood, not the neighborhood, but niggas would have been complaining. Y'all grown men. See, at the time we were 27, 26 at the time. So imagine this. If we would have went outside and said, hey, you little niggas, why are you destroying the tree? Why are you destroying property in this nice neighborhood? And got the pummeling them, got the beating them, we would have fallen into the nigga category.
See, what he's doing is he's trying to amp up these little soft ass stories he got about this tree and all this to talk down on the black community, talk down on kids, to throw that N-word around freely as possible with no consequences. See, this is the type of cat that I promise I'm not with violence and I don't condone violence no more. That's a past part of my life. But if I was to see this dude, I promise you, we ain't gonna even go there. But these type of dudes really get under my skin. I can't stand these type of dudes. But we're gonna allow this clown to talk a little more longer and see what his punk ass got to say.
See, it takes great restraint as a black person not to transform into a nigga. It takes great restraint. That day, just like many other days, many stories that I have about niggas, has led me to be the crusader that I am. Hear me out. Just hear me out. Merry Christmas to you all, by the way, too, man. Happy Kwanzaa, happy Hanukkah to you guys. So glad that you guys are in the building. What's up, Ty? Now, I say all this to say, those little niggas, they're probably in the penitentiary now, smoking weed, committing some crime, all because we didn't give them the proper beating that they...
See, and this the fuck shit I be talking about. You see how he put the emphasis on smoking weed, probably in jail. It's no white men in jail. Wasn't hippies and the white men the ones stoners? Wasn't they the ones smoking weed first? But every time black folks do something or they feel that it's something that black folks do, they try to target it like, oh, black folks smoking weed. Well, hippies and the white men been smoking weed for years. It's called stoners. That's where the term stoners came from the white man. But yet, because black folks smoke weed, oh, weed is so terrible, it's a nigga thing. This pussy. Let's go.
They deserved. Now, you're probably asking me, CT, why are you always talking about this? I'm telling you. I am telling you. Niggas have got to go.
You heard it yourself. You heard what his mission is. He say, black folks gotta go. But for some reason, he must have forgot what color he was. See, this is what get me. If something was to happen in the white folks, not that I'm against white folks or have anything against white folks, but if white folks decided black folks ain't nothing happening, y'all gotta go, y'all on your own, do y'all actually think that this dude will be able to walk to the white man door and ask him for anything, any type of help, any type of assistance? Do you think because he feel he have a little money, I guess he think black people don't have money, but I guess he got a little money. Do you think his money going to help him in a situation like that? Do you think he would be able to sit at the table with a white man after something like that happened? In his head, he do. Let's see what this fool talking about.
Niggas have got to go because niggas put black people in danger. What if we would have beat their little nigga asses like I wanted to, like I still want to this day? We would have got a felonious assault charge. There may have been some sort of retaliation on this nice suburban street. It's Jews around the corner. He lives in Blue Cousin lives in a Jewish neighborhood. Then we'd have got to fighting. The Jews would have left. They would have, they would have got out of that neighborhood. Then it would have turned into a ghetto. So niggas are lucky that a lot of black people hold a lot of restraint. I've seen it in my life, man. I've seen it.
I can't do this no more. I can't do it. This dude is a straight clown, absolute clown. Everything is the N-word, this, the N-word, that, black people, black that. Look at him. This a black man. This is a black man sitting here talking about his own kind. Not saying that we all got to be together, we all got to be kumbaya, but why would you talk down on something that look like you? Now, this is what really gets me. In real life, I guarantee this dude don't talk like that. He don't carry himself like that. He don't act like that. But he get on the internet and he lead these youngsters into believing this is how you supposed to think and carry yourself. Done with him. Let me get to the next buster. Now we finna see what this fool Anton Daniels think about black folks and black women. Let's go.
To even feel like you can even say anything to me, that you can hold me accountable. My wife is taken care of for the rest of her life. My daughter is set for the rest of her life. Never we're gonna have to worry about anything. My wife's mother is taken care of. My mom is taken care of. My community is straight. My mentees make over $100,000 a year and they still in college. And you got the nerve to sit here and talk to me? You on government assistance? How dare you? Your kids see that you on government assistance, bro. What makes you think that you should be able to have kids while you still on government assistance? Think about that for a minute. You're going to bring a kid into this world while you on government assistance. And everybody broken. Everybody is broken. Everybody is broken. Everybody think that therapy is the way to go. You don't know who your father is. He was never in your life. That's not your fault. Your mother is the product of a crack baby. She was born with crack in her veins. I drive through the neighborhood and I see kids running around with sandals on, but the dude just threw the glass bottle down, and it's a strong possibility that he gonna run over that piece of glass or he gonna hurt himself. I don't know one dude that was born in the hood that didn't have to fight, whose knuckles don't look like that. I don't know one dude who was born in the hood whose knuckles don't look like that. That ain't your fault. But you know what is your fault? Is that you gonna look at this live stream right now and you gonna bring another kid into this world. Because again, let's go back to the initial conversation that we had when I...
Now this dude just said he came from the hood. Basically, he didn't say it, but he trying to say it. Any guy from the hood had to fight, and he showed his hands. Well, I could have sworn a few videos early in his career, he explained that he had a fight with his nephew, and that was like one of the first fights he had. He really haven't fought. So, you know, sometimes people can have jobs that can have accidents and hurt themselves. But he wants credit of being from the hood while talking about the hood. How do that work? Let's go.
First got on here. And the initial conversation was for the last 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years that we can trace back and actually look at the footage. Your mama was a hoe. Your daddy was for the streets. Nobody actually knows who their real father is while you sitting here talking about you can trace your lineage. The dude that you think is your father is not even really your father.
Now, he trying to tell people about their life. He trying to tell people who their father is. I understand that there's people out here and they don't know who their father is and all that. But to me, this sounds like a man who hurt. He's not sure if his father's his father. He's not sure if his mother was a hoe or his mother was a hoe. So he's projecting that on everybody else. My mama never sold her ass one day in her life. And I'm from the hood, the real hood. Not that that'd give me any kind of credibility or nothing. But come on, man. These clowns study talk like they know what they talking about, and they ain't doing nothing but misleading the community. Let's go.
And you know what we continue to do? Have the same kids, and then we pass on generational curses to those same children that we then now want to hold accountable when you never got your own household in order and everything that you stand for is built on a house of sand. It's all built on sand. It ain't bedrock, it's sand. We don't have no principles. We don't have no God. We don't have no thoughts for our own selves. Everything that we say is regurgitated. No.
This a man who says everything is built on sand that we have. Now, this man has admitted to going broke before, and YouTube basically brought him back. If YouTube was to stop today, or he was to get demonetized for this rhetoric that he's spitting, his sand would crumble beneath his feet. You see what I'm saying? these cats get on here like they so much better than everybody else. I understand, brother. You're making a little money from your little YouTube channel, invested a little change, you're leasing a little couple things, but you're not living like you say you are. You are not better than the average black man. Come on, man.
Nobody actually understands what it is that they come from. You can't trace your lineage. Everything that you're doing is going to be detrimental to your kids. You don't actually have a reflection of what it is that you're supposed to be as a mentee in your life, so that they can help you and push you and hold you accountable so that you can be a better version of yourself. Women are men, men are women. You got Dwayne Wade being a leader of a community, and now we sitting here talking about Black Twitter and cancel culture. What the f you talking about? You need to be spending every waking moment trying to get the information that
Now, this would kill me trying to talk down on Dwayne Wade, because Dwayne Wade is happy with him and Gabrielle relationship. Dwayne Wade done had women throughout his life to where he don't have to feel like he got to control a woman. Dwayne Wade, actually, if you think that he's not controlling this woman or have say-so in his house, you's a fool. Okay? The Russell Wilsons, the Dwayne Wades, these are cats who's handling business like they supposed to. These dudes are more successful than you. These dudes have more money than you. And these dudes' family and houses in way more order than yours. How can you talk about these type of dudes? Let's go.
You need in order to continue to level up and fix your own life before you got an opinion on what somebody is supposed to be doing on the internet. F you. Don't nobody care about what you think. Ain't nobody interested in your thoughts. Use an avatar with a logo on your. You an avatar. You a letter. If nothing hard in the chat, and you don't even know how you gonna pay for your own funeral. You can't even pay for your own funeral, and you a avatar. Typing hard on the internet talking about what people should do. You. Ain't nothing about you. Ain't nothing about you real. Nothing about you. Your daddy wasn't real. Your mama is for the streets. Your kids don't even like you, and they gonna grow up and be trying to steal my kids' hood caps and tires. And that's the truth. And the minute that we start actually having some truth instead of this pretend kumbaya that we see happening on the internet today, acting like.
So now black kids are stealing hubcaps and tires. This shit is wild. Let's go.
Black community or black culture is actually something that's being productive in our lives. The minute that somebody start peeling that muffin top back, peeling the layers of the onion back, and start having a real conversation about what the truth is, then you can start getting to the results. The first thing that they make you do when you go to Alcoholics Anonymous, when you go to Gamblers Anonymous, when you a crackhead and you trying to get yourself off of crack, you know what they do? They make you look in the mirror and admit who you truly are. It ain't no pointing to your parents. It ain't no holding nobody else accountable. The thing that they say is, listen, at the end of the day, you can say whatever the you want to say, but at the end of the day, you the one that got to go to bed with you. At what point are you going to stop blaming it on systematic racism that you never experienced? Are you going to stop holding your parents accountable that can't help you now? At what point are you going to stop bringing kids into this world that you can't take care of, my? When you gonna get off that government titty? When you gonna stop asking Biden for forgiveness? And then sitting here talking about, well, my vote don't count, so I never voted. You ignorant, you dumb, you don't know nothing, you uneducated, you don't even know where your next meal is gonna come from. Listen, if Biden don't send you a stimulus check, you don't even know where your.
Now, this is what's wild, because I understand at times it's hard and it is families that don't know when they're going to eat or whatever. But every day I go to the stores, I'm out in the streets, I'm riding. Black folks is winning. I don't see black folks struggling. I don't see the grocery store with just white folks in it. It's black folks out here getting money. Women on welfare still got work programs they got to go through. They go into school. If they're not making enough money to carry them, they get help, of course. What happens to the children if they don't get assistance from the government? What happens? We already got a problem with homelessness. Now we want children homeless encampments on the street. What would happen if it was no government assistance? But just for the record, white folks receive more government assistance than black folks do. Let's go.
Next meal gonna come from. Half of y'all is poisoning y'all community by selling dope at some point in your life. You don't even know right from wrong. You sitting there holding people accountable. You think you holding somebody accountable when in reality you just wasting your time, because the ones that's really getting it, they not stopping. They running that checkup. Nobody is waiting on black culture to fix itself. You know what they doing? They building their own communities. They running that checkup. And let me also give you a little bit of a hint that you may not be aware of. Let me give you a little bit of a hint that you're not aware of. Other cultures don't with each other just based off of the fact that they are of that culture and that ilk. They create subcultures.
See, this is a separation tactic right here he's trying to do. What he's trying to do is try to tell us that white folks don't stick together. White folks stick together. It's laws in place for white folks. It's all type of shit going on. White folks stick together. That's why it's called white collared work. White collar this, white collar that. The whites stick together, man. That's why they was able to conquer, well, not conquer us, but able to do to us what they have done. That's why they're ahead of the country right now, and we're not, because they stick together. But yet, we all know when black folks come together, we strong, especially with our women, black men and women. But he's telling us to study, separate ourselves, while these people was up here coming together and getting stronger. What's the whole point of the message? I don't know. Let's see where he goes.
People that they rock with, and they separate themselves from the ones that's not actually doing the work. All white people don't all white people. All Chinese people don't all Chinese people. All Japanese people don't all Japanese people. All Asians don't with all Asians.
All black people don't fuck with all black people either. But what's the point of keep trying to push us farther apart instead of bringing us together? Who are you working for? Oh no, let's see.
The only people culturally that feel as though we have a monopoly on all people, regardless of whether or not you good or bad, you're responsible for all of them. Nope. I say no. I say no. I say not happening. I say it's a new day. It's a new day. And let me tell you what it is that I think, because I'm open to the possibility that I'm wrong. Go where you celebrate it and not where you tolerate it. I say align yourself with a group of people that's going in the direction that you're going in. What you say, baby girl? I agree. You agree? How you feel? You sleepy? I say go where you celebrate it and not where you tolerate it. And here's the reason why that works. Want me to tell you why that works? Because if you think that you celebrate it in a specific community and they don't with you, that actually shows you who you really are. If you saying that you gonna go where you celebrate it and you go where you think that they gonna accept you, but they actually reject you, that means that you a piece of and you don't have.
So just because I'm in a situation, I'm around the people that I grew up around that's in the same situation as me, that shows you what type of person I am. I don't know where dudes get that these dudes in the hood is dumb. They don't have no money. They not educated. I'm going to tell you right now, in the hood, it's some of the smartest dudes that you'll ever run into. Some of them make bad decisions. Some of them make good decisions. But ain't that's how life works? What's the point of this dude conversation? Maybe it's to get some views or whatever, but I'm just tired of seeing black people pulling each other apart when we should be coming together. We already deal with enough stuff to where we losing. We winning, but at the same time we losing because we got so much self-hatred and hatred for one another till it's bad. But let's see what this dude talking about.
Anybody else to blame because you are a reflection of the thing that you advocated for. You are a reflection of it. If you are a person, for example, that can only attract the worst of the community. For example, let's say that you're a woman and you're in denial that you're for the streets, right? And you think that just because dudes date you on you, that means that you're a woman of substance, because they'll date you and you can get these guys, right? But none of them will actually marry you, and every one of them throw you over into the wolves, and you've actually accumulated the equivalent of 20 to 30 to 40 to 50 bodies, or even 10 bodies or whatever like that, right? And you can't actually get anybody to really rock with you long term, and all of your friends is trash and they for the streets, and you keep saying that everybody is all your homegirls don't get you and everything like that. That means that you are a reflection of the thing that you surround yourself by. So if you're only celebrated by trash, then that means that you're trash. I think that you are a reflection of the people that celebrate you the most. The people that are around me tend to be incredibly successful. They're driven, they're focused. They actually spend the majority of their time raising their kids and doing the thing that's the best for their community. They're philanthropists, the whole 9 yards, right? So I like to say that I keep good company. I keep good company.
So now 9 times out of 10, I guarantee you those are black folks that he's talking about that's so successful around him, but at the same time, he's shitting on black folks. Don't understand it. Let's see the rest of his little message.
If you a guy, right, and everybody around you is from the hood and they from the streets and they just got done doing a bid and all of this other type of stuff, you're not the one that's separating yourself. You're not the anomaly. You are a reflection of the people that you surround yourself with the most.
Now, y'all seen that version of this dude, right? Now we finna get to the part when he first started his YouTube page before he was so-called rich. He's gonna still act rich here, but you could tell by the attitude and the hot dog outfit that this man was a straight clown. Let's go.
From AntonDaniels.com. A lot of y'all seeing this video for the first time. You may not necessarily take me serious, but you should, because I know what I'm talking about. I done been around the block for a little bit. I understand exactly what's going on, and if you pay really, really close attention, I can save you a lot of money, save you a lot of heartache, and I can help you be awesome. And I didn't even mention one of the most important aspects of why it's important to pay attention to Time Dog, regardless of what kind of outfit I got on, because I can help you operate in a state to where you're not panicking. So many people operate from the perspective of panic, and that's unfortunate. None of y'all wanted to listen to me when I had regular clothes on. It's been like over 2 weeks of recommendation of
None of y'all want to listen to me when I had regular clothes on, which means he was ignored. He's never had nobody to listen to him. He was a lame. You could tell by the outfit. Let's go.
And home here in Michigan. I honestly believe in my heart of hearts that this thing has been running rampant, this whole COVID-19 coronavirus thing. I believe that it's been running rampant for a long time now. We're just now really seeing the worst of it as it relates to publicizing it and making sure that everybody know about it. Either the overwhelming majority of us have already had it, or the majority of us is going to get it. That's just facts. You can't really contain this stuff. And you can see that now that it's starting to hit the epicenter of all of these major cities. New York, Los Angeles, Detroit, New Orleans, Chicago, you name it, is there, is running rampant, and is multiplying like nobody's business. At this point, it's really just a matter of who's gonna survive and who doesn't. And I already kind of understood that, and that's why I was just kind of in a space to where in the very first video that I made where I was in the streets, and I'm like, man, you can't really stop this thing. Like, whatever happens is gonna happen. But anyway, let's dive back into everything that I've been telling you guys for an extended period of time. Number one, making sure.
All right, I can't do this shit no more. Now I'm just letting y'all see the difference from this dude. This is how he started, and the video you just seen is how he ended up in the route that he's going. This show you how money changed black people and make black people think that they better than the people that they grew up with, been around all their life, and that they the same complexion of. Don't let money do you like this, man. Stay true to yourself, youngsters out there. Don't try to front the stunt. Don't try to grow a beard and become a man. Be yourself. Be a man. And watch who you look up to. Catch you on the next one.
Are you losing? You ain't got a garbage beat, nigga.